Hello everyone. So I decided to make this video a bit longer and to give you a daily practice, something that you can just stick to and help keep you in the right mindset to overcome chronic pelvic pain syndrome. So the first thing, when you wake up in the morning, and your symptoms will likely be less in the morning because you're going to be clenching less while sleeping, but who knows, the pattern may be so ingrained that there may be even a degree of clenching during that time. As you practice deep breathing and trying to let your pelvic floor release throughout the day, you will notice that you normally are holding it in a fist. So wake up, start your day with deep breaths. While you're still lying in bed, take a few deep breaths. Right when you wake up, just take 3 deep breaths, no thoughts. Practice with me. One more deep breath. I noticeably feel more calm after that, and if you truly did the 3 deep breaths, I bet you do as well. When you take deep breaths like this without any thought, your body immediately will go into relaxation, health, calm, that kind of state. And that's a state you want to be in as much as possible. So you want to start your day with that. Then in terms of thoughts, be grateful for whatever degree of comfort you do have, because it could always be worse. So after the deep breathing, have your gratitude, and then get up, go about your day. But throughout your day, constantly check. Take a deep breath. When you let go of that breath, imagine like you're slightly pushing your pelvic floor down just a teeny bit, just to make sure that it's actually dropped. And when we practice the next meditation, you'll be able to feel this. It'll be more obvious. So practice that throughout the day. Anytime thoughts of fear show up, like, what do these symptoms mean? Are they going to be here forever? Did I ruin my life? Do not pay any of those attention. All they do is increase tension in your body and give more credence to that reality that is just not how it needs to be. You can change the pattern. So don't have fear of it. There's nothing to fear. If your doctor has said there's nothing structurally wrong with you, then this is truly all you need, is truly to relax. And this is coming from someone who struggled with it for about 19 years. And yeah, I'm sitting in my car I feel amazing. I never have pain. It's like the condition never happened. I've been recovered over 2 years now, completely. And this did seem impossible, so this can happen for you. So those are the practices throughout the day of the deep breathing, making sure your pelvic floor is dropped. And while you're walking, every step you take, think about it. When you have the chance to, think about, what's my pelvic floor doing? With the breathe out, ensure that your pelvic floor is dropped. And then even stop. Like, let's say you're going on a walk, stop in your tracks and take your deep breaths and notice if you can feel your pelvic floor drop. Tell me in the comments. Let me know if you're feeling it drop. Because when you feel it drop, that is the moment where it's like, oh, thank you, and blood is coming in and healing starts to happen. But then if you clench up, all that stops. So that's the daily practice throughout the day, to constantly check on it and make sure your pelvic floor is dropped and calm. And now the meditation. If you have time, do this in the morning and do this in the evening before bed. But it's really about doing whatever you can to completely relax every muscle in your entire body. For me, the cannabis, the RSO tablets, this stuff. Now, I don't work for them. I'm not affiliated. It's just this brand of cannabis is what allowed my body to fully relax and make these meditations and my recovery so easy, because THC is a very potent muscle relaxant, and it doesn't work for everybody, but for me it was a miracle. If you're in an area where there's no legal issues and you can go to a dispensary, it's worth a try. But I would try a very low dosage at first, like 2.5 milligrams, because it's very strong. But what I find when I take that is after taking it, once it kicks in, it's a lot easier to be calm. And now it's harder to relax when you have pain. That's the hard part that I wasn't mentioning. It's real easy for me to say, oh, relax and meditate and feel glorious, but it's really hard when you have a fire in your pelvis, which I know, and this is why it was really hard for me to try to meditate when I was in pain. But what I recommend to you is, even with the pain, don't fight it. See it as a message saying, hey, I've been tight and I'm just letting you know you got to relax. So try to see it that way of like, okay, I know this is on its way out. I have nothing to fear here. I can relax with the pain, not fight it, with it. And over time, it will reduce. And in fact, by the end of your meditation session, I would expect it to be a bit less, because you'll get more blood flow and the tissues will drop and therefore be more comfortable. So, okay, so let's go ahead and practice. We're going to start the practice meditation now. It's almost the 7-minute mark in the video for future reference. 7 minutes, so here we go. So it'll be just a quick 5-minute to give you an example. So take a deep breath. Exhale. 3 deep breaths. Exhale slower than your inhale. Third exhale. Okay, now go ahead and close your eyes if they're not closed already. Continue to breathe deeply. Any thoughts that come in, any noises, let them pass. You don't need to grab onto them. You don't need to follow them. You can't control your thoughts if you notice. They just pop up, right? Your thoughts aren't yours. Not all of them. Just like mine. Where do they come from, right? They just pop in. We don't consciously create them, so we don't have to consciously follow them either. So let those thoughts pass. Continue to breathe deeply. If you feel burning or fear, do not give in. You are stronger than that. And the fear and the pain is temporary. It's just a temporary bit of discomfort telling you you need to relax, that those tissues need to let go. So continue to breathe deeply. Okay, on this exhale, as you're exhaling, see if you can just slightly, almost like a reverse Kegel, push on your pelvic floor. Just make sure, as if you were sitting down to urinate, that your pelvic floor is so relaxed just before you're going to urinate, but you shouldn't get anywhere near close to it. But that's the feeling. Big breath. Okay, see if you can hold that feeling. Now you're not pushing, but you're just allowing the pelvic floor to drop and just be loose and hang. And even if it's screaming with you, hey, I'm Bernie, hey, I'm in pain, hey, I'm damaged. No, your pelvic floor is amazing. It has the intelligence to function perfectly, just like it did before you had these symptoms. All of that's there. You just need to allow it to do its job. And what you need to do to allow your pelvic floor to do its job is to be relaxed and out of the way. So another deep breath. Two more deep breaths. Breathe in. Don't follow any of your thoughts. You're only following your breath and being grateful for the lack of tension, or the at least decreased tension you're now feeling in your pelvic floor. It should be less tense. You should have at least felt there was a little bit of a drop at some point. Exhale. Now, even if your pain is exactly the same right now, that's not a concern. If you feel less stressed in this moment, then you are already on your way to healing. Continue to breathe deeply. Continue to breathe deeply as I finish explaining. So do this morning and night, or on your lunch break, just a quick 5 minutes to reset your day, to reset the reminder, you have this, you can recover. There's nothing wrong with you besides tension in your pelvic floor. I know this because I no longer hold tension in my pelvic floor, and my pelvic floor feels beautiful and calm, and yours can too. I promise it can too. Continue to breathe deeply. It is possible. We only decrease that possibility if we tell ourselves we're messed up and this is the way it's going to be and I'm never going to get better, and give in to the fears. If we give in to the fears, we give in to the tension, we increase the tension, and then the pelvic floor cannot breathe and cannot be comfortable. So continue to breathe deeply. Okay, get ready to open your eyes to get back into your day. A few more deep breaths. With these final deep breaths, know that every time you do this practice, you're one step closer to a full recovery. As you continue to practice, return to this video and add comments. You can ask questions and I will respond. Okay? So open your eyes. I hope that's helpful. Let me know if it is. If you have more questions, put them down below and I can create another video. I just want to help. You all can do this.